going to deal with the topic gender, school and society for the BA second year students. Here we are going to deal with the topic representation of gender roles in schools and curriculum. Okay, generally in the school curriculum there is gender inequality, but according to the new era, the government announced that there is no gender inequality inside the classrooms. Okay, for that the curriculum should be changed. There should be no gender inequality in the curriculum. So the government announced that as a teacher we should follow gender equality among the classrooms. But later eras there are two types of gender inequality present in the inside the curriculum. That first one is content matter, and the second one is gender stereotypes. Okay, content matter, it is nothing but inside the content they give only importance to the women writers. Okay, sorry, the men writers. Okay, in most of the books they refer only the achievement of the men, not the women. So both according to this UNESCO, they find out that we should give equal importance to both men and women. For that, in the school curriculum, the most in history and languages only they prefer this gender inequality, because according to this UNESCO, they told that in Tamil textbooks, both in poetry and prose, only the work of men find more places. That means 10 to 20 percentages only women writers gives importance. Remaining they give only importance to men writers. Men writers creations portrays heroism, braveness, vice, fighting, etc. only dedicated in all the language books as well as history books. The feminist writers portraying little courageous like that. Okay, in curriculum for Tamil language, as you study the poems of Avayar, Andal, Saundara Kailasam, then Shivashangari, Chudamani, Lakshmi, etc. should be portrayed. But in the less, that means 10 to 20 percentage of their works were portrayed. Okay, but தொல்காப்பியர், இளங்கோவடிகள், சீத்தலை சாத்தனார், திருவள்ளுவர், கம்பர், சேக்கிழார், they give more importance the work of these writers. That means Bharatiyar, Bharatidasan, Kannadasan, their due recognition is given in the Tamil curriculum. Besides the scholars who wrote commentaries of Tirukural, that is Rajam Iyer, then Varadarajan, Janagi Raman, Jayakandan, they are prominently mentioned in short story writers. Novels like the Ahilan, Kalki, Chandalian, they are give more importance. Likewise, in the history subjects also, Ashoka, Harsha, Akbar, Rajaraja Cholas were given more importance. Among the famous women in Indian history, there are some famous worthy members are there. In the Vedic period, Madirei, Gargi is there. In the Middle Age, Razia Sultana, Durgavati, Mirabai, Jhansi Rani, Lakshmi Bai were portrayed. But in the modern age, more writers are more historians were included. That is Ramabai, Rani Chennamma, Velu Nachiyar, Madam Gama, Annie Besant, Muthulakshmi Reddy, poet Sarojini Naidu, Mahadevi Veeramma, Amrita Premam, then Savitri Bai, Indira Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Subbulakshmi, Lata Mangeshkar, P.T. Usha, Shania Misra, Sania Naval, Mary Kom, etc. were portrayed. So, according to the curriculum planners and textbook writers, do not even interest in including the women achievers and their contributions at appropriate place in the curriculum at different levels of schooling. So, the government portrayed that the curriculum should be given importance to the women achievers. Okay. Then in school level also, in the primary school level also, in the books and all, they portrayed that father reading newspapers, sitting on the swing, elder brother is playing with his friends outside, but in the same time elder sister is washing clothes, her mother is cooking food in the kitchen, younger sister is playing with the dolls, etc. Thus the inside the mind of the students, they mentioned that men are given more importance, the woman should be in the kitchen, like that, doing the works, etc. Okay. So the role and functions of women's, their dresses, dress codes, duties, ideal characteristics were portrayed in the ancient books, as they are ignoring modern trends and all. They just do their homeworks, and also the father is reading newspaper, the brothers are playing, but the girl children is doing works inside the home, etc. Okay. We should stress some qualities for women, but it is not forced, but most of the even they should be forced, stressed that women should eat less, and appearing slim is the key to feminine beauty. He for God and she is for goddess, and making and marrying in the hands of women. Behind the achievement of every man there is a woman. Women is the external source of temptation. Women are kind and fickle minded. Women should follow her husband as his shadow. Women are gossiper. There is no God beyond the mother, like that. It should be portrayed. But in the secondary school level also, the women were portrayed as in the as a workers, like that. In the Silappatikaram, that is the name. Kovalan give importance, but less importance given to Kannaki in the first stage. Like that, there are some inequalities provided in the curriculum, but we should give importance for that. Among the few names, there should be Yashodhara, the wife of Buddha, is also mentioned. Then Sangamitra, the daughter of Emperor Ashoka. Then Durgavadi, wife of Harsha. Rajashri, sister of Harsha. They were portrayed. Likewise, in the higher secondary schools also, the home management, fine arts, handicrafts, and social works are considered for these girl students. Mathematics, science, and engineering for male students, and also playing that cricket, football, high jump, karate, etc. for male. It is portrayed that it is unsuitable for girls, like that. So in the study undertaken on the gender bias in textbooks of the NCERT, it was found that both genders are given equal importance. In the most of the books, only few books, gender stereotypes are found. So we should avoid that type of curriculum. So the content matter should be portrayed only the equality of both genders, that is the gender equitable curriculum and textbook should be provided, that is giving equal importance to both genders. Ideas expressed in relation to gender should be unbiased and very clear, having possessive attitude towards both genders, giving equal importance to both genders, integrating the gender roles of men and women, acceptance of social roles according to one's own ability should be portrayed. These are some of the curriculum based activity provided in the school curriculum, etc. That is three levels of school, that is primary level, secondary level, and higher secondary level. Okay. Like that, the roles of nurturing, that means the teacher should give an importance to the genders, that is masculine gender and feminine gender should be given more importance. According to the society only, the gender should be changed. That means the society considered that male as male, female as female. If there is any difference in their behavior, they considered as the transgender. So we should give an importance to both genders, and also we should provide equal opportunities based on their curriculum, that is studies. According to the society only they should change. Because of this integration of gender roles in schools and curriculum, there should be some the students should face most many problems. So we should give an equal importance to both boys and girls. If the main concept of this gender inequality is the way we look at human body, that is both humans are same, isn't it? Girls and boys are same, but the body, the way the human looks, and give differentiation to the bodies of the humans only, there should be some problems. So that we should, if we want to avoid this gender inequality, first we should change this concept, that the way we look at human body, sexuality, marriage, parenthood, family, caste, etc. Okay, these are some of the concepts for this gender equality. And also we should give neutral words to the genders. Don't give men as driver, etc. But we should give neutral words like teacher, office staff, doctor, driver, principal, etc. Okay, don't mention the gender inside their works. Okay, there are some gender issues we are facing, that is cultural differentiation is taking place during this time. In most of the countries the women are more educated, but they give only importance to men. If the man is not educated means there is no problem, they should only appreciate the men. The women should, if the woman is highly qualified, at the same time if if she will be married a man if he is less education, in the same time she should do all the works inside the home. But even there should be a right, equal right of humans in their own property, marry and divorce, etc. These are all happened, but in the same time women should give more importance in most of the countries. But most of the countries the women give equal opportunities as men, but in the family level they only considered men as the higher order. At the same time the teachers attitude also different from that of the society. That means they give only importance to men's. Teacher have high expectation of boys. In the classroom teacher ask questions only to boys. He should raise the hand before the boys. That means he should more often call a male student by name to answer some questions. The feedback given by the teachers to the male student is more responsible than the girls. Likewise, as a teacher, they should give more importance to boys and girls. Okay, the equal importance should be provided for boys and girls. Then gender bias in education. Gender bias in education refers to treating boys and girls differentially in all school activities and learning experiences provided, such as the process of socialization, classroom interaction, textbook use, curricular and co-curricular activities, resources and facilities made by these students should be given more importance. That is gender bias is the same time there are most of the activities are there, so that students should give importance based on the activities. The teacher should give equal importance to boys and girls. The teacher praises and provides feedback to students response. The teacher correct the response of the students. Teacher comments on the response of both boys and girls. Teacher accepts students response and answers etc. Okay, there is employment in the education field also. They should face a lot of problems, but we should give equal opportunities for boys and girls. The role of teachers and parents in combating gender bias. The first one is avoiding gender bias inside the classroom. We should avoid gender differentiation inside the classrooms. Okay, that means the write-ups that find places in pictures and posters displayed in the classrooms are to be examined whether they exhibit any gender bias. It is the duty of the teacher. At the same time, the parents should be discussed inside the home that there should be no differentiation between girls and boys inside the home also. If we do like this, means there is no gender bias among the boys and girls. And the second point is ensuring that is there is no gender bias in the curriculum and instructional materials. We should be ensure that there is no gender bias in the curriculum and instructional materials. If we provide some instructional materials to both boys and girls or men or women, where it should be equal to both of them. Okay, there is no gender bias. And also in the same time, selecting textbooks free from gender bias. The textbook should be free from gender bias. Okay, then the fourth point is taking care of cultural difference among the students. That is, that we should be take care of cultural difference. There is no cultural difference among the students. That means in the cultural programs and all, there should be no gender prescriptions, etc. And also engaging non-traditional choices. And also the teacher should ensure that there should be engaging of non-traditional choices. That means girls should be encouraged to opt for subjects like mathematics, science, commerce, accountancy, electronics, etc. In the same time, boys are also allowed for these courses also. And the next point, the teacher having equal expectation for boys and girls in academic achievement. There should be no special consideration or expectation for boys and girls. The teacher should have equal expectation for both boys and girls in academic achievement. And also the teacher should allow equal time for girls and boys in answering the class. Inside the classroom, the teacher should give equal times or correct times for both boys and girls to answer the questions. And next, next point is creating conducive learning environment in the classroom. That is, there should be cooperative and competitive activities both for girls and boys should be provided inside the classroom. The last one is avoiding traditional roles to students while assigning tasks. The teacher should avoid traditional roles to students while assigning the task. Okay, these are all about the roles and duties of teacher inside the classroom. Okay, then next one is transgender. We all know the third gender is the transgender. We should give equal importance to these transgender also. We all know in the what there should be some behavioral change or a humanistic change inside the body of a male or female is considered as what this transgender. Transgender are individuals who have mismatch between sex assigned at birth and the gender identity that psychologically developed and grow up. This should be identified in between the age of 5 to 8. Okay, we called this gender as tomboys or trans man or trans women. Okay, the majority the sex during the sex identity only they found these problems. The society looks them at queer people and excludes them from participating in public events and etc. But in the same time, they develop and transgenders hold an annual festival at Kuvagam in honor of their deity Kodandavar. Isn't it Kodandavar? Based on they considered their deity as Kodandavar. They considered in Kuvagam to celebrate their annual festival. Okay, the lot of problems were faced by this transgender. First one is rate of unemployment. Okay, employment problems, lot of employment problems for this transgender, and also sexual harassment and ill treatment in workplaces, loss of jobs, career being considerable high, then high level of poverty, lack of adequate housing accommodation. These are the problems faced by transgender. The first one is unemployment, then sexual harassment, losing of job, high level of poverty, and the last one is adequate housing, lack of adequate housing accommodation. These are the problem faced by the transgenders. And also some of the difficulties faced by transgender is social discrimination and exclusion, living in poverty due to lack of eradication and employment opportunities, difficulty to get rented accommodation, problems in getting access to educational and medical facilities and public utilities, subjected to sexual harassment and humiliation, excluded from social and cultural functions and celebrations. These are the problems faced by these, or difficulties faced by these transgenders. Okay, these are all about the gender inequalities or gender bias faced by the men and women inside the campus. That means school level they are facing a lot of problems regarding this gender inequality. So the government should be changed the curriculum based on their need. Okay, and also the providing opportunities, the transgender should provide some life skill courses, and also because they should face lot of problems during this communication and all. So the UNESCO and UNICEF and WHO are identified these problems and provide these life skill activities for these transgenders. The first one is communication skill, the second one is interpersonal skills, third one is self-awareness building skills, empathy training, creative thinking, critical thinking, decision-making skills, skill of coping with stress, problem solving skills, controlling emotions. These are some of the life skill activities given to transgenders to face the society. Okay, if they the life skills, we all know the life skills are the abilities for adaptive and positive behavior that enable individuals to deal effectively with demands and challenges of everyday life. These transgenders facing lot of problems regarding their everyday life. So these UNICEF and UNESCO and also in the same way WHO have identified these and giving these life skill activities. There are some important life skill activities are communication skills, interpersonal skills, self-awareness building skills, empathy, creative thinking, critical thinking, decision making skills, problem solving skills, controlling emotions. These are the life skills activities given for these transgenders to face their everyday life problems. Then that the student should be these gender problems should be mentioned, and also they should be faced lot of problems. So as a result we should give this training to all the students to face their problems. And also in this the curriculum should be changed to according to the what basis of this what gender inequalities. We should provide we should provide equalities. That means there should be no gender bias between these genders, genders. So we should create lot of opportunities for this integrating these gender roles in the school curriculum. And also we should face these gender issues in diverse cultural constraints, role of teachers in developing positive attitudes towards opposite gender. We should we should change these school textbooks and curriculum to face the students as same. Okay, we should give equal opportunities or providing equal opportunities to both men and women. Okay students, in the next class we should deal with another topic. Anyway, thank you.